Okay, so earlier you watched some videos, and hopefully you're starting to make some connections between the equation of a linear function and the graph of a linear function. And if you are kind of want a connection, if we kind of think about exponential functions, what we learned last unit, you may recall that the general form of an exponential function was y equals a times b to the x power, where a is the initial value and b was the growth or decay factor. And both A and B had expressions on the graph of what it would look like. So A being the initial value, where if we're looking at it here, where we cross the x-axis, and B being, some number that we multiply by. That did not go through. So we want to kind of use our ability to recognize patterns to make some connections between the equation and the graph of a linear function. So if the general form of a linear function is y equals mx plus b, the question is, well, what does m do and what does b do? How do these numbers show up in the graph? Okay, so what, or maybe we should even say, how does m change the graph of a linear function? M being the number in front of the x, what does that do? And the next question, how does b change the graph of a linear function? These are your questions for your homework. How does m, the number in front of the x, change the graph of a linear function? And then question 2, how does b, the number that's added on, change the graph of a linear function? And if you're wondering why we choose the letter M and not A, that's a great question. An answer for another day.